Starting, and we're live. Okay, day two. I've been having fun with this broadcast and doing the live streaming, um, but I don't like dealing with the encoders. I looked into them. It was kind of a mess. I didn't like them. There was like Wirecast and some other ones. I forget what the other ones were, and I didn't like them. A little bit too when I can just use the Facebook app for free, and then I can also just use YouTube. Um, but YouTube, you have to, if you don't know, if you've never tried it, you go to your dashboard under live streaming, and then there's two sections. One that says stream now, which would require an encoder, and another one that says events. If you go to events, it lets you do two things. One, schedule it, or two, actually just immediately go live, but it uses Google Hangouts. So I actually have a open Google Hangouts window. So even by using this, I don't know if I can have like comments or other people that are going to be like joining this like chat, or if they're just looking at YouTube. I'm assuming they're just looking at YouTube. So it's a little bit quirky. YouTube is definitely not as easy to use for live streaming as Facebook is. But being able to schedule these ahead of time would be nice. I guess I just have to figure that out a little bit. Maybe I'm missing something. If one of you guys knows, maybe you guys can comment and let me know what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, day two. So I've been having fun with these, or I had fun with it yesterday. I thought it was really cool. And I got a lot of good feedback from people, from just mainly friends who were watching this. And that was cool. I need my coffee. And so I think I'm definitely going to enjoy it. I was rushing just this morning to get ready because I didn't want to miss it just on my second day. Definitely going to be doing these every day, Monday through Friday, no weekends. Every day, 9 a.m. Pacific time. So today's Friday, the 28th, I believe, 27th, something like that. And it is 65 degrees in Irvine. Today's going to be a high of 80. I will be staying indoors, high of 80. So one of the things I realized yesterday was that I talked about the kickoff for AppRabbit, and I put out a bunch of stuff, set up the social media accounts, and they just have like blank little avatars. It's just like a bright blue color, bluish green color or something like that. Because I'm still working on the logos and everything else, but I set up the accounts. So those are up. And during yesterday's stand-up, the only thing that I mentioned was that I wasn't going to be working on that. What I didn't say was that I also had some client work to work on. And that's because I hadn't talked to the client about me saying anything publicly or on social about them. One about them, or two about their actual like projects. So I just kind of cleared it up with them this morning to make sure that everything's okay. And I've actually been like surprised. So for those of you guys that don't know, 4 years ago, actually it was like 7 years ago, when I first started Sunday. And I went full time with it for about a year and a half. And whenever I talked to clients, nobody wanted anything online. They always said like, no, do not share, do not anything. And even just getting stuff on like my portfolio, their usual response was, well, can we see it first before it goes live on your website? And then we'll kind of talk and make sure that there's nothing in there that we don't feel comfortable with, which I completely understood. And that was fine. We just kind of dealt with it that way. And I would, after the project was done, I would set up some kind of mock-ups, send it over to them, and just make sure that things were good, that they wouldn't have any concerns. This time around, as I talk to clients, they've expected me to talk about it. And the usual response has been, oh, we just completely assumed that you were going to show everything, that you were going to show the process, the behind the scenes of what you're creating. And they said, please, by all means, do it. So that's been a nice change of pace, especially for me, since I do like being social. One, I like that aspect of it on one hand, but on the other, I'm also a big fan of what a lot of these companies are doing. So I like comparing Google and YouTube, what they're doing there versus where Facebook is going with their video and live streaming platforms. Why do I always get a call at this hour? Sorry, I'll have to call you back afterwards. Not that you're watching this video. I'll call you back. Versus where Facebook is taking their video platform and their live streaming. You guys know that Twitter has it, and I have no confidence in where Twitter is going to go. But I think it's cool that they have it, and they should use it more. And it's just not positioned properly. Instagram has it, and that's great. But I don't know. I don't see Instagram as a true video platform, which is why I'm not live streaming there. Perhaps I should just do it more as like a vlogging thing. And same thing with Twitter. It'd be cool to do like little kind of quick snapshots, not Snapchat, but snaps of Snapchat's just going to kill them. Actually, maybe not Instagram. No, I'm rambling. It might be cool to just kind of vlog with those and just kind of do like the micro, here's a few little videos and a few little previews of what's happening. But I can't do it. I don't know. I can't do them all the time. I'm working on client stuff, and I'm trying to focus, and I'm trying to do 100 other things. And so Facebook and YouTube is where it's at. And so I guess this has been my commitment, long roundabout story to tell you that's my commitment to be on here every day and do this. So anyways, yes, back to the point. What I didn't tell you yesterday is that the client that I'm working on is Lost Type. So if you guys are familiar with them, Lost Type Foundry is led by Riley Cran, and he has a few type designers that work with him. And one of them is Dan, who I'm currently working with right now. And every so often they release a new font. And they do a whole bunch of stuff. They have a bunch of like cool swag in their store, and just like different types of font faces that you can use for displays and headlines, body copy, and they really cover. What I've learned from working with them so far is that they cover every single little inch, and they're so meticulous about what they're doing. I mean, their fonts support like over 100 and something. Look it up on their website. They're over 100 and something like different languages. So it has like all the little like glyphs for every character that you might need. They have special characters. They take different weights into account. They take contrast issues for every single weight into account. They look at everything. They research the hell out of every single font that they're going to use. If it's inspired, let's just say it's inspired by like a 1950s era something, like commercial 1950s, they will research everything that they can possibly find from that time, and then they will base their decisions based on that. And it's been really impressive to work with them so far. So yesterday, I didn't mention it, but I actually spent most of my day or part of my day working on some stuff for them, which for their stuff, I'm not going to share the font or what we're actually doing until it's actually released. But I am working with them. And then I guess that's my update for today, is that today I'm going to be spending my entire day working on their stuff. And I have one other client who's at a completely different stage. So I try to keep around like 2 to 3 projects open at any time. And they're all at completely different stages, which makes it easy, like super easy for me to manage. I have another client, I'll tell you guys about them on Monday. But I'm going to do a few things for them as well to keep that one going. And they're just like about done. So I'll tell you more about that one on Monday. And so, yeah, so I mean, I kind of go back and forth. I try to theme my days into like mini sprints. So I'll do like 3-hour blocks, and primarily because the baby's here. And so when she sleeps, I do a 3-hour session on a task. But usually I try to do like my first half of the day working on one project if I can, and then the second half on another project. If I have to make progress on 2 different things, or if I'm okay and I have the freedom to do it, then I'll just spend the entire day on the one project. But I find that usually helps me with planning. It also helps keep me busy when I'm waiting for feedback from a client or if we're collaborating with someone else. It makes it easy to um, send off what I have for one project, and it's going to be on hold for a little bit, jump onto the next project, at least until I hear back, and then I can switch back and forth. So it makes it super easy for me to manage projects that way. Um, so yeah, so there's that. Uh, oh, and then on other news, I also looked at some co-working spaces yesterday. So while I like working from home and I actually really want to stay home and work from here, um, having the ability to move around a little bit is something that I value. So I might actually look at that as well, even if I only do it like a couple times a week. So there's a co-working space right down the street from me. It's maybe like 10 minutes away. So I might be looking into going there for a little bit, and then just see how that works out. Um, and yeah, anyways, I don't think I have anything else to update. So that's it. So I have some stuff for loss type today that I have to do, and then another client follow-ups and stuff that I don't really mention because it's kind of hard to. Is all the phone calls and emails, whether they're leads or just follow-ups or if it's client stuff. I have no idea how to like show that stuff or how to even include it in here so that it's interesting. I mean, even right now I'm working on loss type and I can't tell you what it is. So it's kind of fun for me. I don't know if it's very much fun for you to not hear what it is. But it's loss type. It's a type foundry. Use your imagination. Figure it out. But really cool guys, and I'm excited to work with them. So I think that's my update for today. If you guys have any questions or comments or stuff that you may want to talk about, please comment below. Make sure you're subscribed and like the page. Leave your comments. I'd like to do like little quick tips as well, and maybe talk about workflows and how we operate day to day. So if you do have something like that, or you have any ideas or tips on how you like to work, comment below. I'd love to know what they are, and then I'll be sure to touch on them either that day or the following day, depending on when the comment came in. Okay, so see you guys later, Monday. Hope you guys have a nice day, and this has been fun. Bye.